Alright everyone, so today we're looking at the SCA 2025 math solution. So jumping right into it, number one, they said write the numeral represented below. So with the abacus here now, we know that here will represent ones, tens, hundred, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. So we start here now, we have 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 3. So we have 306,243. I said circle the largest number below. So looking at the numbers below, we realize all the numbers in the thousands section all have the same digits. Alright, so therefore we start looking at the hundreds column. So we realize here's 0, here's 1, here's 0, and here's 1. So we know we could get rid of these and remain with these two. So since these two in the hundreds columns are the same, we look at the tens column. So we want the largest number. So the tens column here is 1, which is larger than the 0 here. So our answer will be this one. Number 3, they said a number line is shown below. Insert the missing number in the box. So we realize there's a pattern. We move from one to the next. The pattern we realize is increasing. So if the pattern is increasing, we know we could either add or multiply. In this case here now, to calculate now from 3,650 to 3,575. We know the pattern was increasing by 75. So we were adding 75. So we found out the pattern rule is plus 75. So to find out what the next digit is, it would be 3,725, add 75, and that will give us 3,800. Alright, number 4. We have here 20 by some number is equal to 20 by 3 plus 20 by 4. Distributive law in mathematics here now for multiplication. Normally we have a 2-digit number. So we normally have, let's say, 20 multiplied by 42. We would break it up into 20 multiplied by 40, because this is in the tens column. Add 20 multiplied by 2, because this value is in the one, this digit is in the ones column, so the value is 1. But both of these digits have ones values. Alright, so therefore it would be 20 multiplied by 3 plus 4, which is equal to 7. Alright. Number 5, we have 25 multiplied by 48. Alright, simple multiplication equation. 5 multiplied by 4, 5 multiplied by 8 is 40. 8 by 2 is 16, add 4, it's 20. 5 by 4 is 20, we multiply by the tens column, so we place here. 4 by 2 is 8, add 1, 9, 10. So we have 0, 0, 2, 1. Alright, so we got 1,200. Number 6. So it has a total of $15.10 in bills and coins. The value of one of the coin is not shown. Alright, what is the value of the coin that is not shown? So first we need to calculate the total that is shown. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's $14. 50, 75, 85, and 85 cents. To find out what is the missing value, since we know we want to make $15.10, we subtract. So $15.10 subtract $14.85. So 0 cannot take away 5, so we take 1 from the 1. Here becomes 0, here becomes 10. 10 take away 5 is 5. 0 cannot take away 8, so we take 1 from the 5. Here becomes 4, here becomes 10. 10 take away 8 is 2.00, so that is 25 cents. said what number must be placed in the box to make the number statement true. So this is equivalent fractions. Since it's equivalent fractions, we move from the larger number to the smaller number. If we're moving from the larger number to the smaller number, we divide. So to move from 27 to 3, we divide by 9. Whatever we do in the numerator, we also do in the denominator. 75 divided by 9 is 5. Number 8, the said rectangle ABCD below represents a whole. We know the whole is represented by 1. The number 1. 1 represents a whole. So you know when I add up the fraction 7/16, 3/8, and this fraction for the shaded part, we're supposed to get 1. Alright, it represents the whole. So to calculate the fraction that is shaded, we know first so what we do, we take the sum of the numbers given and take it away from the whole or the total to find the remainder. So we know 1 will represent the whole. So 1 take away the sum of the given numbers, which is 7/16, add 3/8, and 7/16 add 3/8. We know that will give us 13/16. Since the denominator is 16, to represent the one whole as a fraction, we can put 16/16, take away 13/16, and that will give us 3/16. Alright, so 3/16. Jose bought 340 seedlings. He planted 45% of the seedlings. How many seedlings did he plant? So 45%, we know percentage is out of 100, so we put 45 over 100 multiplied by 340 over 1. Alright, these numbers end in zeros, so we could cancel those zeros. Alright, and we can say 5 into 10 is 2, 5 into 45 is 9, 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 3, 4, 17, 9 by 17 is 153. Number 10, some students are ordering numbered blocks. The diagram below shows how 4 students order their blocks. Faye chooses the block shown below. Alright, so we realize that the blocks are placed in ascending order because it's from the smallest going to the largest. Looking at this here now, we realize Faye's number is 5.13. We know 5.13 is less than 5.3, so it needs to come before Bob. But then when we look at Anne, we know it's 5.03, which is less than 5.13. So Faye will come between Anne and Bob. Number 11, the calendar below represents the month of June. It said Jade visited the doctor on 8th June and has to return exactly 2 weeks later. On what date should Jade return? So 2 weeks, so we know 1 week is 7 days. So 2 weeks would be 14 days. Alright, so 2 weeks would be the 7 multiplied by 2, which is 14 days. If they went on the 8, 14 days after would be the 8 plus the 14, which is equal to 22. So it should be the 22nd of June. Number 12, the perimeter of the pentagon ABCDE shown below is 148 centimeters. What is the length of BC? So we know our pentagon is 5 sides. We know the perimeter is the distance around. They gave us the perimeter and they gave us 4 out of the 5 sides. So to calculate BC, it will be from the total, which is the perimeter. We take away the sum of the known sides, which is 22, add 40, add 40, add 16. Alright, so we add up here now. 22 add 22 add 14 add 16 we will get 118. So this is 148 centimeters. Take away 118 centimeters and remain with 30 centimeters. Right. Number 13, the diagram below shows a fish on a scale. What is the mass of the fish? Well, the arrow is pointing between 1 and 2, so it is midway between 1 and 2, so it is 1.5 or 1.5. Alright. Number 14. Number 14 states Paul pours 3 liters of water into a number of 250 milliliter cups. Alright, how many cups can be filled completely? So first we realize we have two different units. We have liters and milliliters. For me it would be easier to work in milliliters. So we know 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. So for 3 liters it would be 3 by 1000, which is equal to 3000 milliliters. Now we want to find out how many of something we could get out of the other, so therefore we divide. So to calculate the number of cups, it would be the 3000 milliliters divided by 250 milliliters. And that will give us 12. So we got 12 cups. Number 15, solids A, B, C, D are shown below. Alright, which solid has a uniform cross section in the shape of a triangle? Very simple. We all know that shapes that have uniform cross sections are prisms. So only prisms have uniform cross sections. So for example, like a cylinder, cuboid, triangular base prism. Looking at this here now, we realize that the only prism it has here is D. Alright, so the answer is D. Number 16, the first 4 elements of the pattern are shown below. Complete the 5th pattern. So it moved from there to here. So 1, 2, 3. Then it moves 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So it will be here for the 5th one. Alright, it was moving 3 places. Number 8, draw all the lines of symmetry on the figure below. Alright, so we have an 8, it have 1 vertical line of symmetry and 1 horizontal line of symmetry. Student scores on a quiz are shown below. What is the modal score? Modal meaning most common score. So looking at this, we realize 3 is represented 3 times, 2 twice, 1 twice, 5 once, 1 once. Good. So based on this, 3 was represented the most times. So the modal score there would be 3. The mean of a set of numbers is 22. The sum of the set of numbers is 132. How many numbers are there in the set? Simple. To find the number of numbers, it will be the sum divided by the mean. And the sum we know was 132 divided by the mean, which is 22. And that should give us 6. Alright. 6 numbers. Alright. Moving on over to the final question in section 1. The block graph below shows the number of minutes 5 children spent playing. So block graph shows the time spent. So each one of those blocks will represent a certain period of time. They said the children spent a total of 500 minutes playing. So when you add up all these blocks, you'll get 500 minutes. So let's see how many blocks is that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 blocks is equal to 100 minutes. So let's find for one before we find for many. So one block is equal to 100 divided by 20. That will give us 5 minutes. So one block represents 5 minutes. So based on this information, I'll decide how many minutes did Keith spend. So Keith would be 1, 2, 3 blocks. 5 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 15 minutes. Alright, and that's it for section 1 in the 2025 maths. We'll continue with section 2 and 3 in another video.